Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends, and thanks for dropping by the Horror Zone. Hope everyone's doing well. As I've stated in the last couple of videos that I've done, this month is going to be Request Month. These are requests that I've gotten from people that watch my videos and subscribe to my channel, that are friends with me on Facebook. The first 3 videos that I'm going to be doing is based on the Hitcher franchise. So we have 3 films in this franchise, and I want to thank my friend Natalie Bradford Smith. She's initially the one that reached out to me about the Hitcher 2, and it was a movie that I had never seen before. But before jumping to that, I said, well, you know what? Why don't I do a series of videos on this entire franchise? Because you have not only the original from 1986, sequel from 2003, but you also have the remake that came out in 2006 from Platinum Dunes. So I said, you know, it'd be kind of cool, because this is a series of films that I don't think a lot of people really talk about. Right now, I just feel like on YouTube, a lot of horror channels on YouTube, they're talking about the same films. They're talking about Halloween's, the Friday the 13th, Child's Play, Nightmare on Elm Street. It's just the same movies over and over again, and this sort of gave me an opportunity to talk about a series that I don't think is talked about very much. But before jumping to the Hitcher 2, of course we have to talk about the original Hitcher, which came out in 1986. This, of course, was written by Eric Red, starring C. Thomas Howell, the late great Rutger Hauer, the beautiful, lovely, amazing Jennifer Jason Leigh, the always reliable Jeffrey DeMunn, and it was directed by Robert Harmon. And what you have is the character of Jim Halsey, played by C. Thomas Howell, it's called a drive-away. He's actually delivering a car to somebody in San Diego. He ends up picking up a hitchhiker, the character of John Ryder, played by Rutger Hauer, on this isolated highway, and through the rest of the film, John Ryder pretty much torments this poor kid and tries to set him up for the murders that he's committing on the road. And I remember seeing this when I was pretty young. I was probably about 13 or 14 when I saw this. It started playing on cable, and I had known C. Thomas Howell from movies like The Outsiders and E.T., things like that. I really like the character he plays, the Jim Halsey character. I feel like as C. Thomas Howell got later into his career, I feel like his acting really kind of took a nosedive. No disrespect against him, but I felt like he underplayed it in this film, as in other films, which I'll talk about later when I talk about the Hitcher 2. He just seemed to overact. In this one, he underplays it. You buy his character. You really identify with what he's going through, because he is just, at every turn, the John Ryder character is outsmarting him and setting him up for more and more falls, because he's committing these atrocities, and Jim has nothing else to do but just sort of try to get away from him and try to prove his innocence. Also, the late great Rutger Hauer was a huge fan of the guy, especially in this film. He is terrifying without being somebody that is shouting or in your face. It's just his subtleties. There's an intensity to his performance that is, as soon as you see him, it's just the way that he looks at Jim, the way that he speaks to him. It's this quiet, almost like a snake that's sort of coiling around its prey. He does these amazing things with his eyes, and it's just the way Rutger Hauer delivers the performance that makes him one of the most terrifying screen villains in film history, in my opinion. And rewatching this film after a long time, you know, I haven't seen it in years, but rewatching it, I just love the realism of it. It just feels so authentic. And like I said, the performances are just amazing. You know, even though she doesn't have a huge part in it, Jennifer Jason Leigh is fantastic as always in anything, and I love Jeffrey DeMunn in anything he does. So both of them are terrific co-stars to the characters that C. Thomas Howell and Rutger Hauer play. Everything in this film works. It's still a terrifying film. It's a haunting film, because there's no real motivation to what the John Ryder character is doing. He is just a maniac. He's insane. This movie is gory. It is brutal, and it is still fantastic after all these years. There's a scene in this film that is replicated in both the sequel and the remake, but in this film it is still just, it's what you don't see that fucks with you, and it really fucks with you when the scene plays out, and it's still one of the most horrific scenes I've ever seen in a film, and it's one that breaks your heart. And I can't say enough great things about this film. Hats off to the people that made it, and easily the Hitcher is getting 5 skulls. So yeah, that is my review of the Hitcher. This is part 1 of my Hitcher retrospective series. Tomorrow, this is for you, Natalie. Tomorrow I will be posting my review of the Hitcher 2. I've been waiting. I'm anxious to talk about this film. This is a film I had never seen before, and I just watched it a couple of months back, and I rewatched it right before doing this series. So I'm anxious to talk about this film. I'm anxious to talk about the remake, and I hope everyone will enjoy this series. Let me know what you guys think of The Hitcher in the comments section below. Would love to hear from everyone. And as always, thanks for dropping by the Horror Zone. Make sure you like and subscribe and spread the word about this channel. I would really appreciate it. And stay tuned for some more great videos coming real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace. I want to thank everyone for taking this time to drop by the Horror Zone. It really means a lot to me that people are supporting what I do here. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button down below. I upload videos at least once or twice a week. It would really mean a lot if people would spread the word about this channel. This is a passion of mine. I love the horror genre, and I'm really happy to share my love of it with all of you. So thanks so much again for checking it out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.